Hey guys, gals, and general pals, welcome to the third Spooncraft stream. Let me just 3, 2, 1. There we go. So again, we're back here on the Spooncraft server, ready to have some good old-fashioned Spooncraft time. I'm gonna be honest, I've been a little busy, and by a little busy, I mean I may have already finished my starter base. We needed a place to call the absolute most important place to be. And yeah, so I've been busy. I was just on shorthand, basically. So I'll give a quick little industry tour of our little zone, our little slice of the Spooncraft server. Welcome. We'll start with the exterior. Welcome to Lottle Cove. It is barren. And that's on purpose. It's on purpose, barren. Because, well, you see, I'm leaving this open for other people, like potential mumbo jumbo viewers right now who are working towards level 15, to be able to come here to Lottle Cove and set down their own little slice of stuff. Like, I mean, I've already basically reserved all this, like, ocean area behind the Great Axo for my mega build. But, like, if you guys want to use the jungle over there, a lot of this open space, I'm gonna be honest with you, this lake here didn't exist before. Now look at it, it's filled with axolotls. This is what makes it Lottle Cove. It's the axolotl pond. I'll probably going to add some bamboo-like details to it, like some more like exterior stuff, like a little bridge, so I don't have to walk all the way around Laurel Cove or swim through the Laurel Cove. But like that's just sort of like in between stuff that I'm going to be doing this stream instead of off camera like this. But like it was a whole lot of like Matica themed mess, so honestly, you guys should be pretty thankful. And we got over here, we got the last remnants of the turtles. Because before there were lottles, there were turtles. And I didn't want to genocide the turtles, so I saved a clutch of eggs. And I mean, it was like, it was sort of more like a trade deal. I don't off these guys, and they get me the scoots for a helmet. And surrounding them is the cacti farm and the bamboo farm. Again, Nether Portal. I already have it hooked up to both Spawn and Starter Town's Nether Portals. So you just need to follow the Western Highway. It's a little under misrepair because gas keeps spawning overhead and we don't have proper protection set up. But that's also probably something that I might be doing this stream as sort of like community service. Like, here are the things on my docket. Streamline this process of getting down, because this is a problem, and going wee all the way down is annoying. Number 2, I think I don't need the sheep anymore by most accounts. But that's another thing, is that we gotta figure out what to do with all these sheep, because I needed a lot of wool, sure, but now I've run out of need for wool. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, so this is the exterior and what will soon become Laurel Cove proper. Now the actual meat and potatoes is Great Axo. Of course, we have the poop deck. I think that's the official pirate term. A nice flat area where I could do probably like meetings and stuff. It's safe from archers, so we don't have to worry about that. The only part that isn't exactly safe from like people spying on us fully is the captain's post. If you've seen One Piece, you get the reference. But this is the let me just up my FOV. This is the uh this is the axolotl figurehead of the Great Axo, and this is sort of like the POV of the front of the ship. Yeah, this is all of my own design. So like this, like got the flag up there, got the figurehead, got the sail, and we even have a sail on the back, making it a proper sloop. But regardless, let me just fix my FOV because I jacked with it for that little thing. But yeah, so this is that's the then you go up to the crow's nest. There's a nice simple ladder leading you all the way up. And it isn't exactly entirely secure because there you can't make curved you can't curve these, and I wanted it to be round. So small, round, and fenced. You can only have two of three um small, round, fenced, and walkable. You can only have like 3 of 4. That's the point in which it's you have to cut one of the corners. Like it can be small, round, and fenced, but it can't be walkable because fence post, fence post, fence post, fence post. It can be fenced, walkable, and round, but it can't be small. I need to go like another layer out, and at that point, that's just too much. That's too much crow's nest. At that point, that isn't a crow's nest. That's an eagle nest. And so this is pretty good. This will allow me to survey up to the allowed 16 chunks. I could jack it up to 32 and press apply and nothing. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's a shader thing. Like, watch. I'm gonna disable my shaders. Nope. Nope. It just makes the abysmal render distance more. Yeah, we're gonna lower it down to 16 and re-enable the shaders. Alrighty, and that is the crow's nest. Takes a bit to get back down, but then we got the upper deck. This is where the steering wheel is. It's pretty rudimentary. I got this design by searching up simple steering wheels. This is one of the best ones, and it's even functional because, by all accounts, knowing the logic, this is connected to the stand is connected in like so. You can see the point at which it's most likely connected, and then the grindstone can actually roll. So this is, in fact, technically functional. Then we have the captain's quarters, which contains my most valued treasure, my music discs, to which I have a Hermitcraft disc, a Hermit disc, 2 cats, the Lava Chicken disc. I'm very, very proud of the Lava Chicken disc. I got it, and they actually introduced a specific thing where you can take an MP3 file and put it on and transpose it over a disc. And so I took the 13 disc I got and I replaced it with one of my favorite songs that I think represents what is sort of like my character's vibe of season 6, which is Around and Around by the Happy Fits. I'm not going to play it because copyright purposes, and I'd rather not lose imaginary monies because I'm not making any money. But yeah, and we also have the captain's chair. So once cushions are added, because I don't know if you noticed, but they used to be able to sit on blocks, which is dumb that they removed it. They should have kept it so I could have used it instead of having to wait for a cushion. But at least I'll have a nice soft green cushion when it comes out to put right there. And then I'll have a captain's chair, and it'll be like, yeah, all the lantern lighting, just aesthetically pleasing, in my opinion. And then we go down the lower deck, and we have the business side, in which I got my anvil, a crafting table, and 2 furnaces, each loaded up with some charcoal, because I ran out of coal crafting torches. Then we have our storage. Originally, it was, if you guys remember from earlier, in my earlier streams, it was like 2 chests to my name, and now I got 6 well organized chests. We have my tools and weapons. We got our armors and bomb heads, which I have a couple. Junk drawers, junk drawer, because you gotta have a junk drawer, for all the miscellaneous stuff that you can't quite put a nail on. You got our rocks and rock products, our plants, our wood and wood products, and finally, our treasures. Now, another thing I have been doing, as part of sort of looting and resource finding, is I went into the trial chamber, and you saw the ominous keys I got in the ominous bottles, and like, that's another thing I'm hoping to do, but might not happen this stream. Is I'm gonna ask if I could go with someone to their trial chamber so I can use my ominous trial keys, to hopefully get a mace, because I have the wind rod. I just need the heavy core, and then bada bing, bada boom, I have bonk on a stick. And because like I want to use the mace as sort of funny. There's also 2 trial keys I need to use. Fortunately, I have run out of vaults in the trial chamber that I had, so it's only really useful if other people show up to trial the chamber. But otherwise, the Lush Cave is still fully operational in naturally occurring axolotls. I suppose this is also important. It actually there's actually a certain number I have to show in the tab menu. Real quick. You can't both open, but if you look right between Pottlebug and Professor Thunderberry, I have died 11 times this season already. Now I don't have all the statistics on how I've died, but I know that the first time I died, it was off camera while I was grinding. I was in a Discord call with some of the other Spooncraft members, and I missed a water clutch falling down into like the inner part of the cave down there. So where the slush cave stops, I wanted to make a little water path down for myself, but I failed miserably. So that was my first death. I think my second death was while I was getting my stuff. A skeleton had spawned and was shooting at me. So instead of getting my stuff, I just died again. Then I think I don't know if I can't quite remember, but I know another one of my deaths was I was AFK in my turtle enclosure, and the babies hatched, and I wasn't shifted. So when the babies, collided with me, they pushed me, and they pushed me enough so that I ended up in the deep part of the turtle pond, and I drowned due to baby turtles. The rest of my deaths are mostly nether related, burning to death because I accidentally broke into some lava, trying to mine quartz, ghast incidents. That one actually destroyed all my stuff, which I was very frustrated about because I had a really good golden chest plate. Max protection, max unbreaking, mending, golden chest plate. the protection and unbreaking I got from a Never Portal chest, and the actual mending I got from the villager trading hall, which is the entire reason why I'm so focused on getting that nether highway fixed up and actually proper protected, because I'm getting annoyed of getting oofed there. But real quick, this is the old claim I had. I don't know how to remove it. But what I do know. Okay, wait. How to? Okay, I think there's a how-to on Spooncraft Help. Okay. Spooncraft. No. Spooncraft. No. Spooncraft. I don't know if it's in announcements. It would be in the same space that Spooncraft. Maybe it's in events. No, it's an announcement. Not info. Not in. Maybe it's an announcement. No, where's the. Where is it? Okay, that doesn't help me. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, changelog, here we go. Okay. Um, I guess maybe it's in the Grumbot. Like that's where like info tends to be. Push comes to shove. Commands. AFK destination. HUD distance. Mod viewer. Polydex PvP. Hmm. Yeah, hold on. Chat. Hold on. Okay. Got it. Okay, I figured it out. I'm gonna hold out my claim scroll so I can visualize. Oh. For some reason, it's called Flan, but Flan delete. Now, the idea is that I move my claim over my pirate ship to prevent griefing or unauthorized entrance in some cases. So I'll just put one part there and go all the way to the other side. The complete other side. Like, just do a little float. A little bit of a wider claim area. Um, Okay, so to about here. Yeah, that's perfect. And then just go boop. Oh, I'm sure that looks weird on other people's client sides. Oh, I am. Wait, ooh. I wonder how. Oh, there it goes. But yeah, we are handling some stuff here now that we got the claim set up, and I'm gonna authenticate it on the player map. Checking. Oh, yep, there's my new claim. Perfectly encapsulating my little pirate ship. That's good. It'd be funny if it goes like all the way down, so someone who accidentally built breaks into my claim on accident and just is like, oh, someone's claim is there. Best not F with it. Either way, discs can now only be accessed by me. Bed? I don't know what the deal with beds are, but I do know that none of this stuff can be used by anybody else, and that is exactly what I'm looking for because this is my stuff. Regardless, that about does it on thing number 1 on the list. Thing number 2, we're going into Nether and we're getting a frick ton of netherrack for one specific purpose, which is repurposing it for various projects. I have gold on because I thought, oh wow, that is freaking beautiful. Like, this is dangerous. I already have a stack. I think I need like 5 stacks minimum for what I'm doing. Oh jeez. Oh, my pickaxe got shredded. You should. I shouldn't have given myself efficiency 2. That isn't even max efficiency. I need like mending. I need mending. Okay, I think I have enough netherrack per chance. Now, the first thing is I'm expanding my specific highway branch of the Nether, and I'm also planning on adding a bit of a tunnel-like to it, because gas are a problem. I mean, they aren't really a problem outside of the Western Highway proper, but if one floats over from the Western Highway here, which honestly isn't that hard to do, I'd rather not get, oh, jeez. I break one block, it breaks 3. Um, what is this? Oh no, my poor pickaxe. One singular click breaks 2 blocks. What the? Yeah. I didn't like that. One misclick and I could spleef myself. It was a misinput. Gotta be extra careful with how I do this. I need the experience if I want to be able to put mending on it. Oop, this will be the last I use of the pickaxe until I get proper. Uh, but yeah, I've made it to Starter Town, which this is pretty much the. I'm calling this the ghast row, or the ghast leak, as some other people on the server call it. Essentially, out of all the places along the highway, this has the highest quantity of gas I've seen per capita, which is saying something. Um, Either way, the nether spawn. How's that look right now? I mean, this is a W. I don't know what water creatures means. But then you have the Southway, which in the never up material. 4 nether portals do make way too much noise. But yeah, the starter town portal leads down from here. And yeah, from there we go to the starter town. Small little message board. Let me just leave a little bit of a message on the message board. Wait, is there a chest in a considerable large amount of free? Oh. Oh yeah, that's a lot of. I opened his chest and was given half a stack of pork chops. Oh, here we go. Oh. $6.45. I got the second number wrong. Mm. Wait, what? 35 durability. Oh, I am so glad I'm playing mending on it when I am. Whoo. Right stick. I'm gonna. Let's see what. Cause like I know like 14 for. Can I sell carrots, pumpkins? There's pumpkins here, so just find the pumpkins and remove them. That's 11, one short of a whole emerald of pumpkin. But at least I can get 4 apples. I for This is a good time to mention I should have remembered to bring my emeralds when I was like, I need to go get my stuff. This is why I keep my emerald net worth on me in like a bundle or something. Cause like I don't like having to do all this travel for one thing. Oh wait, I have 4 and this and this and then we're gonna I still need to do the roof part of the Western Highway. So I should probably do that before I... That's just mean. Like, who would do that? But yeah, along the gas zone, the gas leak, I'm gonna try to... I wish I didn't get so pickaxe happy with using it's simple and it gets the job done to about 90% degree point, And the rest, I think, it can be my job. Getting at least 2 blocks of height. Yeah, it seems about right. Should probably also prevent, easy slips becoming fatal. Something is going to be made this way. So, in the meantime, I will simply finish up that side and seems like this side gets pretty solidly done, except for this bottom little area. So I'm just gonna fill this in. I should probably also work on safety rails of my own little section of the Never Highway, which should be relatively possible. All things considered. This will also allow for my entrance to Lotto Cove to just pop more, so... As it goes walls, 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 and then suddenly there's just this little gap and a staircase, and people are more likely to notice it. And that's the goal, is that people notice and come over, and possibly they want to stay. And then I have people, because what's a mayor without a town? I mean, technically that's another thing I'm working on. But what is a religion without followers? Because, technical end goal is that there's going to be a religion at Lotto Cove that might also go elsewhere, but that's other people's towns and other people's decisions, which worship fate and axolotls, which are somewhat mutually inclusive. I endorse game for the looks, the aesthetic. Alright, we're doing pretty good work. We got now for the questionably hard / easy part. It's easy because I've already somewhat done this before, and it's just a repetition of past stuff. It's hard in the fact that I'm no longer using a very fast pickaxe to mine all the netherrack I need. Yeah. Mm. A highway is so good, even the mobs want to use it. That's a sign of pride for me. Just don't let them catch me eating pork chops. You see, the problem with this little strip here is I don't know if people actually use it or not. Now, if they don't use it, then yeah, I can just, pave this path over, do a good old American Route 66 maneuver. But if it does get used, and I, just clog it up with this netherrack barricade on two sides, I don't think people are gonna be all that happy about that, you know? So it's sort of like I'm at an impasse of, do I do what I think would be good for safety or for people? And speaking of safety, number one OSHA violation balloon is on the prowl again. For the time being, I'll leave these little gaps open, you know. In about 10 days, I'll double check on this, and if these paths haven't been properly developed, like, at all, then I'll gladly just fill in this gap, like so. But until that day in which the proof comes in gold and silver, well, I'd say playing it safe like that's a diamond choice. Stream side, it's pretty quiet. I'm sure there's a chance that some, conversationals might happen over in the VODs. I'm out of pickaxes. Let's hope I'd rather not have to go um back through yet, cause I'm not done. But it looks like we finished. Got the little slits for the pathway that already existed before my. Got a proper little never highway connecting both. This both leads to Lottle Cove. Actually, I had so much Neverac. I'm annoyed at myself now. I had options. I am now 1 emerald richer, and all those emeralds will go into my inventory. Okay. 4. Also put this into the tools chest under miscellaneous tools. Because most of my miscellaneous tools I keep in my inventory. Um, there we go. Hmm. Alright. Now that we have a infinitely more safe form of travel in the nether. Hmm. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I've been doing fine. You know. Sorry about backing out of the deal. It's just again, I personally wasn't quite ready for it, as I said before. Even the deal was even an option, and right now we're here just enjoying Spooncraft on the server. That's what we're doing right now. It was just a vibe. To be completely honest, it was a lot of nervous feelings, and I did a lot of. I started doing like research just to make sure I wasn't, I screwing us either of us over, and it just I didn't feel safe. It didn't feel safe. It didn't feel like a safe deal. It just so I, you know, like there are certain like tells that I just started noticing. Um, it's nice to see you on the stream again. It's just you got a little too focused on the commission. And it sort of felt like as long as I kept bending over to that specific idea and that specific thing, that was the only thing you were interested in, and not what I was doing or streaming. It's just like suddenly my stream was like not the entire reason I'm doing this, but just to have like some weird, awkward conversation with you about the next step in the plan. So I put the plan down. That's it. I know. It felt rude. It just. It felt like you were going to be angry, like accusatory. You might still be here just to be angry and accusatory. That's why I've been kind of. It's sort of. I'm trying my best to work on the steps in front of me, and that feels a little too far away right now. And especially through the channels that this entire thing was going on. Like you don't go into someone's stream saying you can do this thing for them and hound them on it for a couple days and then like I think the smoking gun for me was you ask for upfront payment of things that are hard to, refund and suddenly that was sort of like that was just like one of the factors. It's just it. Besides, it was too early for all the this getting a. I mean, sure, I guess having a brand does help at times, but just But like right now, I would say the last thing I need is to drop money I don't really have, and I should be saving up on something that may or may not help at all. And yeah, that's just the, and that's fair. And that's fair. It's just I'm sure that you have. No, you're not getting it. You're not getting it. You're still trying to be like, we can make this work. We can bring the deal back up. And I'm saying I don't want to right now. I don't want to right now. I don't need to right now. I got what I'm going on right now, and it's going well enough that I feel comfortable just where I am at. And I'm sure you have like some commission quota or whatever to fulfill, and or whatever's going on to make you super aggressive about all this, but like I need you to understand that when I backed out, period. That's where I'm holding my ground. I need to focus on what's in front of me. And what's in front of me right now is Minecraft. What's in front of me right now is Spooncraft specifically, to which I had plans and a strategy and all that, and you kind of just disrupted that with like, give me money, I do thing for you. That I'm dropping the subject now because this is a Spooncraft stream, not a I do commissions with Minecraft gameplay in the background stream. Yeah, it look. The I got cold feet, okay? I got cold feet. I'm sorry. Wasn't exactly excited about this, and right now I need to not be talking about this because that's not the point of the stream. This is still going up into my VOD. And this entire thing is getting annoying and repetitive, and I've already told you that I'm no longer interested, and I did that over Discord. And I understand that you're confused or upset, but I'm still telling you I pulled out of this. There is no more. You can keep the little sketch, or if you have already done a little something, you can maybe, I don't know what you do with that, but right now I am exhausted of having to say the same thing over and over and over again about how I am I just so if you're interested in what I'm actually doing right now instead of what I could do, then you can stick around and we can actually talk about the stuff I'm actually doing right now. But if you're still just interested about getting the commission back up and running, then you can go. And I can go back to having no one chatting. And I can go back to no one watching except for a couple people that pop in and out from time to time from the Mumbo Jumbo Discord server, which you can gladly join. And maybe then you can be a part of Spooncraft too. But if that is not the case, and that is not what you're interested in doing, and you are in fact more interested in getting the getting money out of a small time streamer that isn't even earning any money from streaming right now, then again, you can gladly go somewhere else. Because this isn't fun for me to have to explain it to you. Man, the TPS on the server has already been getting better, you know? Like, there's still some moments that are undeniably laggy, but a lot of the cases, it's been getting smoother. Sorry, that's when I would have started streaming if I didn't start streaming earlier. Uh-huh. Oh, to the life of me, I guess. Oh, no. What are you doing? You know what? Okay, I'm glad I got that out of the way. Honestly, I need to stand my ground. I don't know if his deal was scam or not. It's not really something that I care to figure out anyway. Honestly, it was just good to be able to just that made me feel better. In a cosmic sort of way, that was therapeutic. Getting to just finally tell him no. Cause like the last couple streams after he showed up, I just like it's just important. Just it's I could just be on Discord with this guy. It's not this Minecraft gameplay isn't necessary for all this. It's just I felt like I was just being. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. It made streaming not great. And the fact that he hasn't said anything in a hot minute exactly proves my point. He wasn't interested in the actual streamer. He was interested in the money he could make off me as a streamer. As someone who is literally not able to make any money off any of the stuff they're doing. I haven't reached the point in Twitch in which I earn money. I have not reached a point on YouTube to which I am earning money. Even if I was at that point in which I'd be making money off this stuff, it just probably wouldn't even happen because on a technicality, you know. But that's enough of yapping about the annoying stuff. We're playing Spooncraft! We are having fun. I made that. I live here. I can do whatever I want within a certain boundary line because there are certain things that you just shouldn't really be doing. But otherwise, the world is my oyster, and I have buckets for them. Doesn't this say I keep thinking about him. That sucks. Because it's just like, it's disheartening. He left his computer running. But now that I got the annoying conversation, I can unmute and Spooncraft as well because this is less personal talk. But yeah, we're gonna make a mega build over in this area. There's gonna be people hopefully coming far and wide to see the Lotto Cove. And I'm definitely going to work on, because like everything's very spread out right now. Like I think it's better to move all of this over from there to there. Like I can downsize how big this pen is. Oh no. One second. Nice. Like skeet shooting. But yeah, I can certainly downsize how much space. It just the problem lies in like in the grass and grass moved. I think it wouldn't be impossible. It just Be annoying. Ah, there's my silk touch. Never mind. Okay. So I'm going to build the sheep pen, and I'm gonna start moving the grass. Also need the wheat, and okay. So I think I can get away with just 20, and then I will. I'll see how much 20 gets me out of a 5x5. Okay, so we have 4 more on top of that. So plus the stuff over there. I'll start moving. We'll be downsizing my sheep population. Okay. There we go. Okay, that's better. I've been really focused on some stuff right now, you know. I said I was going to mess with like the sheep stuff, and I did. I got my I think after this I'm gonna probably, you know, work to streamline the up and down process of that. But otherwise, hmm, right, gotta focus. Until my pickaxe gets durability back, I'm not gonna use it, so I need to grab some iron, just real quick. I need to put the wheat back. Alrighty. So no, that's enough ladders. Well, we'll know once we start doing it. If this seems eerily familiar, this is what I did in my survival world when I made my path to the trial chamber that I found streamlined. Uh-oh. I think we're almost to the bottom. We just need to get that last... We just need more ladders. No, I need to quickly go. I will be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry about that. Get the rest of the way up and craft the remaining letters. Hmm. Worst case scenario, I have ladders for the future. Ooh. Alright. So we have the fast way down. Now we just have to make the rest of the, tubing. This block here. Alright, well, here's all the things I had said I'd set out to do. Confining the sheep farm, taking too much space. Streamline the process of getting up and down my main mine. Done. Do work for the never. Done. Literally, the only thing I still have to do on a technicality is okay. All of our farm stuff is good. I guess I could go back down into the lush cave and see if we can get more axolotls, or go over into the ocean to get more tropical fish. But otherwise, we are pretty much good. Isn't that great? See what we can accomplish when we're not distracted. Eh, that's enough. Dang it. Hmm. I don't have a lot of brown axolotls. Unfortunately, I misclicked, so I am. Need to get another tropical fish from the ocean. Alrighty. That was close. No. I love my little axolotl pond. It's perfect. Just need a... Just need a bridge, like, right here to make it the best. Okay, exact resource for it. Beautiful. A nice simplistic bridge for crossing the axolotl pond without disturbing the axolotls. Alright, I think that is literally everything I had set up for myself to do. I feel pretty good. This is, I'm so much better now. Alright, my inventory is nice and neat. So here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna head on down. We're gonna do some mining to hopefully get some of the diamonds that I've lost due to my mistakes back, as well as also just getting experience for my diamond pick, so that it doesn't break on me, you know? Won't exactly be easy, but we'll be getting plenty of various XP sources. I'm gonna and if I press T, got it. That's annoying. Oof. nice. Can't really get it without a door. Oh, yep. Yeah, no. I'm not doing that. Ooh, there we go. It's a slow process, but we're getting our durability back up. pretty confident that I did a good job. There's a whole lot of spiders down here. Hmm. I was more so curious what settings there were for shaders. So that was a leader zombie. Because that was what was supposed to happen when I hit that zombie. Like 4 hits, but like that was like I lost count. Jeez. Talk about tanky. But yeah, this officially marks the end of today's stream. I'm glad I got some things out of the way so future streams won't be as draining. Um, and I'm glad I've done things to make this place more hospitable, and I'm very excited to see what the future of Lottle Cove is. Now that I've got advertisements out and I've talked to people about it, and these streams are a big advertisement for Lottle Cove as its mayor, leader, and religious figure. A real set of hats I got. The one hat I'm looking for is a pirate hat. Regardless, that's something I'm going to work on. I'm going to get my hands on a pirate hat. Mark my words, I will be a fully fledged pirate religious figure dude by the end of the season. Pirate, well, not really a pirate, not really a pirate. Just a humble mayor on his great exo, leading a town of chill people. It's like that's the thing about something that's good about this religion is that I'm going to try to inspire people to be peaceful. You know, ebb and flow down the river of fate as an axolotl would. That kind of thing. Now, regardless, this is about it for. T- oh. Uh. Guess we're staying inside. Well, I guess I could do my outro on my captain's chair. Yes. So, thank you everybody for coming to the stream, or at least coming to the stream VOD. I'm very, very excited for what the future holds for Lottle Cove, me, and the Church of the Axolotl. See you guys next time, most likely tomorrow.